Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
From GBN, this is Network News for Tuesday, August 22, 2023. In the headlines, Prime Minister calls on community members to reclaim their neighborhoods. The opposition New National Party renews call for collaboration to address rising crime following recent shooting at Egmont. GTA reports favorable visitor arrivals for the carnival season. Also in the news, regionally, outside help could be sought if needed in Montego Bay Airport shutdown audit. Internationally, Senegal brings back migrant boat tragedy survivors. Plus in the sports news, Karani James in the 400-meter final of World Championships. We invite you to stay with us. Details right after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. The opposition New National Party is calling on government for the second time for its collaboration to fight rising crime in the country. Beverly Telesford reports.
The opposition New National Party continues to express grave concerns regarding the alarming increase in homicide numbers across the country. With 16 homicides so far for the year 2023, the NNP believes the rising trend of violent crimes can have severe implications for the nation's safety and security. Opposition Member of Parliament for St. Andrews South East, Emlyn Pear, says the party strongly believes that urgent action is needed to address this pressing issue.
This is not something that the opposition by itself is concerned about, and I want to state very specifically here, for us, this is not a political issue. We don't see politics having a place in this. It has no place because this is something that affects every person, regardless.
Pierre says a collective approach is needed as the issue of crime affects the entirety of Grenada. She says her party is calling on the government for a second time to band together with the opposition to find solutions to the rising crime numbers.
When we had our consultation, we invited the National Democratic Congress. We invited various departments elements of government and representatives of government. So we invited the Commissioner of Police, we invited the Commissioner of Prisons, we invited permanent secretaries in various government ministries, and as I said before, we even went beyond that to invite officially the National Democratic Congress. Unfortunately, they chose not to participate, but we want to make the point that we don't see this as politics at all.
The escalating homicide rates in Grenada have serious implications for the nation's social fabric, economy, and overall stability. Pierre highlighted the potential negative impact on tourism, foreign investment, and the overall quality of life for Grenadian citizens. Furthermore, the rise in violent crimes poses a threat to the country's regional and international reputation as one of the safest Caribbean islands.
If you look at homicide rates last year, we had about 3. Now we about 16. And so anybody, regardless of which party you're from, which religious organization you're from, if that does not concern you, then what will? So we want to express ourselves from the perspective that this is a national issue. We consider it a crisis, and someone may say, okay, this is not a crisis. I've heard people try to defend this, but I believe one case is sufficient to be concerned. So if this is not one case and it's 16 cases or 15 cases, whatever the actual figure is, that to me constitutes a crisis.
The opposition parties calling on government to address the urgent need for strategies to combat crime through fostered collaboration between relevant stakeholders and citizens. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
A visit to Grenada is more than sun, sea and sand. It is a cultural immersion. The sentiments expressed by Chief Executive Officer of Grenada Tourism Authority, Petra Roach, as the GTA looks beyond leisure travel as part of its promotional efforts.
Visitor arrivals for the carnival season were favorable, according to CEO of Grenada Tourism Authority, Petra Roach, who provides details of increased capacity from both regional and international flights.
A full flight of persons flying in on JetBlue from New York. They've actually upgauged the equipment so that they're using the A321 with 200 seats, and I'm pleased to advise that 200 seats were full. So we're really excited about everything that JetBlue is doing for us. They actually started a second service, a second daily service. That's the Red Eye service, and that gives us an A320 with 162 seats. And again, all of them have been coming in full. We're just from the New York region that we've got such wonderful arrivals, because when we talked to the people who were coming off, they said they were coming from Minnesota and Chicago and Toronto. So we know that we've got people from all parts of the North American diaspora and visitors alike who are coming in for Spice Mass.
Roach noted that regional airlift is showing great potential as well.
With Caribbean Airlines, we continue to have a really strong partnership. They've now increased the capacity out of Barbados to daily service. We've also upped to 10 flights a week out of Trinidad, and then with Inter-Caribbean, we're now on 11 flights out of Barbados. So, as I said, things are doing really well. Miami continues to be a really strong foothold for us with American Airlines capacity, and we're working very hard to ensure that the Charlotte service that we've got with American continues to operate, just not seasonally, but also every Saturday of the year, continuing.
It is anticipated that airlift capacity will increase in the coming months with the November 4th launch of JetBlue Airlines non-stop flights between Grenada and Boston. Roach said the GTA has been putting in the work to market the destination.
So we've worked really hard with JetBlue. We have tried to solidify the relationship not only in terms of the additional capacity out of New York, but we also saw that there was a big opportunity where we were getting a lot of traffic almost almost 10% of each of the flights that come in from New York was coming out of the Boston, Massachusetts area. And I'm really pleased to say that on November the 4th, we will actually have the start for the first time ever of the JetBlue service direct from Boston Logan into Morris Bishop International.
The GTA CEO said that they are looking beyond the leisure markets and are extending their outreach to educational facilities as well as chambers of commerce, among others, with the expectation of additional flights from Canada come October.
To have a really multifaceted approach to filling those flights so that we not only, again, look at it from a touristic perspective, but we look at what we can do in terms of developing commercial opportunities, educational opportunities, developmental partnerships, and that's going to be a really exciting time for us. And obviously, we've had the announcement that Air Canada will be starting 4 services from October the 29th, which is a doubling of the capacity that we had before. So we're really excited about that, and we're working in terms of front-loading the activations, looking at what we're doing both from a marketing and a promotional perspective to ensure that those flights come in, not only that they're full, but also that they're viable and that we can take that through to the summer service.
Christina John, GBN News.
Now, Caribbean Airlines is working to normalize its operations following disruptions of approximately 60 international and domestic flights, including one service in mainland Grenada over the weekend. In a statement issued on Monday, Caribbean Airlines apologized to all affected passengers and committed to doing its best to return stability to the service. Nisha Paul tells us more.
Head of Corporate Communications at Caribbean Airlines Limited, Ms. Dion Legore, confirmed the resumption of flights in an interview with GBN on Tuesday. According to Legore, the Trinidad-based airline has embarked on a recovery operation, which is being conducted in parallel with the regular flight schedule.
And I am happy to report that operations have started to return to normal, and in the context of Grenada, all displaced passengers have been transported, have been moved, so there is no backlog in Grenada. At significant cost, Caribbean Airlines has 4 other destinations, utilized multiple charter services, so our regular flight schedule is being normalized and the recovery effort continues. That is expected to be completed by later this week.
The flight cancellations have been attributed to a high volume of sick calls, 93 of them from pilots scheduled to work over the period August 18th through August 20th. Legore, who apologized for the inconvenience caused, notes that the airline is doing all it can to rectify the situation.
We accept fully that this is a setback, but we are resolute. We are resolute in our commitment to restoring the trust that our customers have placed in us, and to ensure that going forward we make their travel experiences as smooth as possible and as they rightfully expect.
The massive Caribbean Airlines flight cancellation comes on the heels of the climax of SpiceMass 2023, which is known to attract many travelers from the neighboring island as well as across the globe. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
SpiceMass 2023 was a resounding success, so says Chief Executive Officer SpiceMass Corporation, Cesar Noel. However, there are some adjustments that must be made going forward.
Chief Executive Officer of the SpiceMass Corporation, Cecil Noel, says he is satisfied with the rollout of SpiceMass 2023, indicating that they have achieved what they set out to accomplish. This was Noel's first major assignment since taking up office as SpiceMass CEO in March.
What I would say, I'm calling Spice Mars 23 was a resounding success. And my reason for saying that, I mean, it's easy to just look at it from the number of people that was there and say, you know, it was a lot of people, and we could always say that. But the truth is that from where I sit as CEO, when I got into office, as far as I'm concerned, in order to determine whether or not it's going to be successful, there was some benchmark and some measuring sticks that was set. And I must say at this stage that they were all met, and in some cases overwhelmingly so.
Despite this accomplishment, the Spice Mars CEO is of the opinion that mass bands could have displayed more.
I believe, even from what I conceptualized as a child going to town and seeing the parade of the bands, there is nothing to beat that spectacle of all those colors glittering in the sun. And in as much as I say I saw the bands were big and that was good, but I think it would have been a lot more appealing and satisfying if we had those bands on the road displaying the splendor, displaying the color under the sun. And it's one of the areas I hope we can fix going forward.
This year, the Spice Mars Corporation made it a priority to place greater emphasis on the enhancement of traditional mass. 21 traditional mass bands from throughout the country participated in the St. Mark Traditional Mass Festival.
So, for example, one of the mandates of the board was to ensure that traditional mass was elevated this year in 2023. So a lot of groundwork was being done, even working along in conjunction with the Cultural Foundation and Livingston Nelson. You know, we made it our trust to really go there and reach out to the traditional mass band and the leaders, wherever they were in the village. We didn't ask them to come to us. And this year, I would say for the first time, and I know sometimes when comments like these are made, they sometimes get challenged, but from all indication and from the reports of people who were there, as I said, it was the first time they see such a massive turnout, both of the traditional mass band participating, as well as the size of the bands.
Christina John, GBN News.
This is Network News live from the Grenadian capital. Still to come from us, Grenada Day festivals in New York and Toronto. Stay with us.
You've heard it. Value your dreams, win your way with Playway. But don't just stop there. Multiply your winnings by adding Multi-X to your Playway ticket today. Multi-X is an add-on feature to the existing Playway game that provides you, our players, with a chance to have your Playway winning multiplied or earn free plays through an additional draw. That additional draw consists of Multi-X balls labeled FP, 2X, 3X, and 5X. To add Multi-X to your Playway bet, here's what you must do. After placing your wager on your favorite Playway numbers or symbols, answer yes when the lottery seller asks you if you would like to add Multi-X to your Playway ticket. Most importantly, for Multi-X to be added to your ticket, you must wager the same amount placed on your Playway bet in that same purchase. Therefore, if you wagered $10 on your favorite number or symbol, you must also wager an additional $10 to have Multi-X added to your ticket before the Playway ticket is printed. Upon receipt of your ticket, ensure that you see the words Multi-X played marked on your ticket, and that ends your purchase. To know if you are a winner of Playway with Multi-X, let's use an example. You wager $10 on 13, which is Blackbird, on the Playway chart. Then you add Multi-X to your ticket by wagering the same amount that you betted on Blackbird. That is an additional $10. When the Playway draw occurs, if there is a match of your number with the drawn number, the calculated winning for Playway is $240. That is $24 multiplied by $10. However, to determine the additional benefit of having added Multi-X to your bet depends on what Multi-X ball is drawn after the Playway draw. If FP, meaning free play, is drawn, you win $240 plus a free quick play Playway with Multi-X ticket of the same value originally wagered for the next draw. For this example, the value of the ticket is $10 Playway, $10 Multi-X. If 2X is drawn, your winning of $240 gets multiplied by 2, earning you $480 in total. If 3X is drawn, your winning of $240 gets multiplied by 3, earning you $720 in total. If 5X is drawn, your winning of $240 gets multiplied by 5, earning you $1,200 in total. Be part of the excitement in playing Playway with Multi-X 3 times per day, Mondays to Fridays and twice on Saturdays. Value your dreams, win your way with Playway. But remember, don't stop there. Multiply your winnings by adding Multi-X to your Playway ticket and watch your winnings grow and grow. NLA, making your dreams come true. You must be 18 or older to play.
Have you heard about the new Softwave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Softwave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Softwave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information. The Ministry of Tourism and Economic Development and the Grenada Tourism Authority extend a warm welcome to visitors and returning nationals visiting for Carnival and summer vacation. We do hope you enjoy your stay with us, and we invite you to return with friends and family to celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence on 7th February 2024. Tourism is my business, your business, our business.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or a flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Get ready and fasten your laughter belt as Faith Pentecostal Tabernacle presents Turning Point 1, a thrilling, exciting drama presentation written and directed by Angela James and featured at Gateway Conference Center, Point Salines, on Saturday, 26th August 2023, 7 p.m. Come and witness Merlin's controversial wedding. Edna and Marjorie square up to fight, and Officer Brown is sneaking around. It's a classic with suspense and excitement from beginning to end. Get your tickets now at Gibbons Pharmacy outlets and at your local church. Tickets cost $50, $60 at the door. It's Turning Point 1, Saturday, August 26th, Gateway Conference Center, 7 p.m. And by the way, get ready for Turning Point 2 on Saturday, September the 30th, same venue.
That's it, missing me.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center Grenadians in New York came together over the weekend for the annual Grenada Day celebration, showcasing the diversity of Grenadian talent, creativity, and rich traditions. The rest of the details in this report.
Grenada Day celebration is an annual event that brings together the Grenadian community and their friends to celebrate their culture, heritage, and accomplishments. This vibrant and lively celebration showcases the rich tradition, music, dance, and cuisine of Grenada, creating a sense of camaraderie and belonging among those in attendance. His Excellency Che A. Philip, permanent representative of the Grenada Mission to the United Nations, underscored the importance of the Grenada Day celebration in New York.
I think anytime you start talking about national events and reaching out to the diaspora, certainly in our context,
you have to look to New York, places like New York. It's not the only place that we have a diaspora, but it's certainly one of our more heavily populated areas within the diaspora space where a lot of our nationals are. And I think it's very good when Grenadians abroad can come together in a manner, in a forum like this, a kind of festival like this, and to be able to show off their national colors, to demonstrate their Grenadianism, to display their heritage, to display many aspects of our culture. And I think what you're seeing here in New York is a microcosm or a smaller aspect of that. And I think it's always important, no matter where Grenadians are globally, whether it's in the Caribbean, whether it's in North America, Europe, or any other part of the planet. I think it's always good to show up, and it's good to show out, and to show the world who we are, and to display that in a form of the Grenada Day.
The celebration included various cultural performances with local artists, musicians, and dancers, captivating the audience with their impressive talent, showcasing the diversity and vibrancy of Grenadian culture. Performers include Talpri, Temptress, one of the winners of this year's Road March, and young entertainer Keone Felix. According to persons with institutional knowledge of the event, the first massive celebration of the Grenada heritage and culture in New York City, Grenada Day, occurred in 2009, executed under the auspices of an earlier established umbrella organization known as GrenCap, and involving, among others, some of the current leaders of Grenada Cultural Festival Group, Inc. Meshaida Phillip, founder and creative director for the 1261 Grenada Film Festival, also spoke on the significance of Grenada Day celebrations.
It's very important and very necessary to have this kind of environment, not only from an artistic standpoint, but also as a way of connecting our community and bridging the diaspora with our local folks. I've seen a lot of familiar faces here today, and it's very exciting for us to share everything about us as Grenadians and celebrate us.
Over the years, the celebrations grew in size and popularity, evolving into a grand event that attracts thousands of Grenadians in the diaspora. The event also provides a platform for local craftsmen and artists to showcase their work, from handmade jewelry and pottery to paintings and sculptures. Attendees can explore and appreciate the creative expressions of Grenadian artists. Christina John, GBN News.
Meanwhile, Toronto is also preparing for a weekend of celebration, Grenada style. The annual Grenada Day Festival, the largest diaspora celebration, is back this year after a break due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Grenada Day Festival takes place on August 26, 2023, from 12 noon to 9 p.m. The vibrant festival attracts over 15,000 people and will be held at Coronation Park in Toronto, Ontario. The event will be hosted by globally renowned artist Specky, with performances from artists including Skinny Banton, Leadneck, Tamara Songbird, lead vocalist for the Regeneration Band, Javid Nichols, Sakina Ambrose, lead vocalist for the Octane Band, and Squeezy. Performances are also expected from Cabalus, Flying Gabo, Northern Karate School, Kenny C, Nice, and Grenadian DJs. In addition to performances, the festival will feature an all-down competition, domino and basketball tournaments, the best dress in your colors competition, jab and shortney sessions, and a gospel session led by Pastor Shirley Simpson. We can tell you too, festival goers can win a free airline ticket with luggage to Grenada. There will be many food as well as art and craft vendors, a bouncy castle for children, and other attractions. Other news, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has commended residents of Westerholt St. David for having demonstrated what he called a remarkable sense of responsibility by forming the Westerholt Community Group. Beverly Telesford has this report.
During the launch of the group last Saturday, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell said the Wester Hall Community Group, comprised of many residents within the community, should serve as an example to be emulated across the country. In his role as guest speaker at the event, the Prime Minister said that by assuming responsibility for the community, these individuals have shown great dedication and initiative in ensuring that their neighborhood thrive.
What is happening here is precisely what we need in our communities. A group of like-minded individuals, as Sandra said, who are eager to work hard and to dedicate their time and effort and expertise through a show of love and passion for their neighbors, because that is really what this is about, helping others. In my run for office, one thing has always been very clear to me when we were designing the transformation and what that transformation should look like for our country. And that is the involvement of communities in their own growth and development.
Prime Minister Mitchell said his government recognizes that a strong and vibrant community is built on the foundation of active and engaged citizens. He added that the commitment displayed by the Wester Hall community members not only fosters a sense of unity and togetherness, but it also contributes to the overall development and progress of Grenada as a whole. The Prime Minister called on members of other communities to reclaim their neighborhoods, rather than depend solely on government to enact changes and policies.
The country doesn't belong to the government. The country belongs to the citizens of the country. And you have all different types of government, shapes of government, styles of government. But what is consistent in all countries is people. And the countries, the islands, the communities belong to the people. And so it's important for us to reclaim our neighborhoods. Too often we stand back and assume that the community will get better by government action. Well, I can assure you, our communities cannot get better by government action alone.
He implored upon the group to work along with government to help improve public welfare.
While the government serves as the custodian of public welfare and state resources, and we are entrusted with the responsibility of guiding the nation towards progress, our ability to do so and our influence can only go so far. And this is why we need community groups like yours to be operational, to be functioning, and to be partnering with the government.
Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
A farmer is sharing his blessings through the GBN eyesore lens. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's citizen journalist, Jude K. Fraser, wishes to highlight images of an unusual occurrence in his backyard at Mount Hatman, St. George. The banana tree Fraser photographed is around 4 feet tall, bearing a remarkable 2 bunches of bananas instead of the customary single bunch. A typical banana plant only produces 1 bunch of bananas. We thank our citizen journalist for that submission. If you wish to have your photos and videos featured on our GBN eyesore, send them via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still to come from us, training for fishing vessel operators. You'll talk about that.
Let the family fun days continue. At Courts, we have what you need to kick the vacation time into high gear. Large screen TVs, comfy indoor and outdoor furniture, grills, pools, and more. And you can shop today with no cash and pay us later. Ask us about our Super Shield extended warranty that protects your purchases for up to 4 years. So enjoy more family fun days. Get what you need at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends August 23rd, 2023. Special conditions apply.
can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
It's the 4th edition of Hubbard's Live Free for 1 year promotion. Cuatro Punto Cero. It's unbelievably amazing. You can win free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free cable, TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supply, free passes to Sunshine Promotion events for 2023, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a lunch package. Be sure to fill out the entry forms and enter it into the marked entry boxes at all Hubbard's departments and at participating outlets. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2023. Draws will be held every 2 weeks. Terms and conditions apply.
Here at the NIS, we are proud to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We are always working to improve our services and would like to share with you some new changes. One of the changes we're pleased to announce is the introduction of the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of their former income in the case of sudden unemployment. The benefit is available to anyone who is insured with the NIS and who has lost their job through no fault of their own. If you have any questions about this benefit, please contact our informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit our website at www.nisgrenada.org. Stay connected for more updates from NIS, your trusted Social Security provider.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, in partnership with the Windward Islands Research and Educational Foundation, WINDRIF, will recommence training to enhance the skills and expertise of operators of fishing vessels up to 34 feet long. Here's what we can tell you. Funding is being made possible by the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. The training will equip fishing vessel operators with the knowledge and tools for safe and sustainable practices in the fishing industry. The training course offers a comprehensive 1-week curriculum tailored to address the specific needs and challenges faced by the operators in their daily activities. On completion of the training, participants will be awarded a certificate of achievement and a Level 2 captain's permit, symbolizing their enhanced capabilities and recognized expertise in their field. We can tell you, too, training will be conducted in St. George from August 28 to September 1, 2023, St. Andrew and St. David from September 4 to 8, St. Mark and St. Patrick from September 11 to 15, and St. John from September 18 to 22. The venues for the training sessions will be released in short order. Individuals who are interested can reach out to the Fisheries Division or their respective district fish markets for further information and to register. St. George's University has announced a renewed commitment with Northumbria University in the United Kingdom, following over 15 years of collaboration aimed at delivering international medical education to students across the world. Nisha Paul reports.
The SGU pathway with Northumbria University was established in 2007 to create a route for international students to pursue medical education. The pathway was designed to develop knowledge, clinical skills, and research interests while giving students the opportunity to experience two different healthcare systems and enable them to pursue practicing medicine with a global perspective. Under the new 10-year agreement, students can join a 4-year medical degree program with a relevant bachelor's degree. Students with high school level qualifications can also join the MD pathway with 1 or 2 years of additional study. Students will begin their studies at Northumbria and complete 3 years of study dependent on their enrollment in either the 4-year Doctor of Medicine or the 5 or 6-year medical degree pathway. Dr. James Cowie, SGU Assistant Dean of Basic Sciences, said, and I quote, "Northumbria University and SGU share a similar vision of producing healthcare professionals who are equipped to tackle real-world challenges in a diverse range of settings." End quote. He noted that the relationship will enable them to continue combining their expertise, knowledge, and resources to produce the doctors of tomorrow who will go on to make a positive impact in global health. This year, the two institutions celebrated the 2000th student joining Northumbria as part of the SGU pathway, and the new agreement will help the next 2,000 students benefit from this unique study option over the next 10 years. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
We'll be back to report the sports news, followed by Around the Globe.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Sporting fans, good evening. Kenroy James is one race closer to earning another World Championships medal. The quarter miler finished second in his semi-final heat, stopping the clock at 44.58 seconds to secure automatic qualification in Thursday's final.
Hudson Smith coming up onto the Norwegian shoulder, but Kenroy James looks really smooth here. No move yet from Bonaventure, who's got to close the gap. Hudson Smith up on Kenroy James at the moment. These two in the automatic spots at the moment. James is beginning to rock and roll a little bit. Sato's closing, so too Ingvaldsen. Hudson Smith and James just 44.26. That is a new lifetime best, and he's lowered his own national record. That is superb from Hudson Smith. 44.26. Kenroy James 44.58. No wonder he was huffing and puffing behind the Brit. In fact, it's not just a British record, it's a European record for Hudson Smith.
Great Britain's Matthew Hudson Smith took the first spot. Today's 44.48 seconds by the triple Olympian and former world champion is an improvement from his first round, 44.91 seconds.
With Kenroy James, Kenroy safely navigated through to this global final. With everything that's been happening, what kind of success story is this for you?
Yeah, I think just being here competing is a success for me. So I'm just happy to get back in the final, give myself a chance and see what happens.
Do you feel like you're now in the rhythm of a World Championship event? You know what's happening, there are the rounds, there are the recovery. Do you feel like your head's in the right place?
Yes, it is.
And physically?
Physically, obviously, could be better, but I'm happy where I'm at given all the circumstances.
You, of course, are very well decorated with Olympic and World Championship medals. How do you think this final is going to go? Some very, very fast runners out there.
It's going to be fast, yeah.
You look really tired.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Kenroy James talking there. Both performances pale in comparison to a season's best of 44.50 seconds or his personal best of 43.74 seconds. Nicknamed the Jaguar, the 30-year-old first won gold in Daegu in 2011. He has a full complement of World Championships medals. James followed up his gold in Daegu with bronze in Beijing in 2015 and silver in Eugene last year. The final is scheduled to run off on Thursday at 3:35 p.m. Well, on Friday, decathlete Lyndon Victor and world champion in the javelin throw Anderson Peters will start their qualifying rounds of competition. We wish them the very best. Rain won the most appearances prize, but the Barbados Under-17 cricket team has been crowned champions of the West Indies Rising Stars Boys Under-17 Regional Limited Overs Tournament. There's more in this report.
This result following the washout of the fifth and final round of matches on Sunday. The Bajans ended the white ball segment with 16.2 points ahead of Trinidad and Tobago with 16 points. They were followed by Jamaica, Guyana, Windward Islands and the Leeward Islands taking the last spot. The teams will now turn their attention to the two-day tournament. This pulls off on Wednesday, 23rd August at 10 a.m. Eastern Caribbean time. The opening round will see Trinidad and Tobago hosting the Leewards at the Inchin Alley Park in Presal. Windwards meet Barbados at the Powergen Ground in Pinal, and Jamaica clash with Guyana at the National Cricket Centre in Balmain-Couva.
This other story to report. The first leg of the 2023 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League has been completed, with rain washing out 4 of the 6 matches at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground in St. Lucia. All teams will now travel to St. Kitts and Nevis for the second leg of the tournament, which will commence on Wednesday, August 23, with St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots playing Jamaica Tallawahs at Warner Park in St. Kitts.
Attention now turns to Basseterre in St. Kitts, where teams who have not gained any full points will be aiming to capitalize on drier conditions. The Jamaica Tallawahs lock heads with the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots on Wednesday at 7 p.m. The Trinbago Knight Riders will have to stay prepared a bit longer, as their next match is on Saturday, 23rd August versus the St. Lucia Kings at 10 a.m. Eastern Caribbean time.
Sports news for now. We'll be back. In Jamaica, a combination of bad weather, ongoing work on the runway, and poor contingency planning forced the authorities to halt flights in and out of Montego Bay's Sangster International Airport. You see, some flights were diverted to the Norman Manley International Airport, and passengers bussed to Kingston. We get more in this report.
Hundreds of travelers were left inconvenienced after several flights were cancelled, delayed, or forced to reroute to other airports in the Caribbean. The authorities say the lockdown was due to issues linked to the expansion of the runway. The Transport Minister, Daryl Vaz, has since met with some of the stakeholders and held high-level discussions. An audit of the airport's safety operations has also been ordered.
Preliminary reports are in, but I have asked for a comprehensive report to be submitted to me on the 31st of August, and that will be driven by the new board of the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, which actually got their appointment letters on the day of the incident, August 10th. So that board, I have full confidence in their expertise and their experience, and of course any outside resources that they need in terms of additional professional help or anything else will be made available to make sure that the report that comes to me is complete, and from that, decisions will be made as to what's the next step. And of course, the public will be kept informed.
Cancer is the second leading cause of death globally. This statistic was quoted by President of the Caribbean Association of Oncology and Hematology, Dr. Marissa Nimrod, as she spoke to the media on Monday. The Caribbean Association of Oncology and Hematology has launched a project which aims to raise money to increase cancer awareness in Trinidad and Tobago. We get more in this report.
Supporting crucial cancer research, which is something that needs to be continued and developed on even a larger scale, maybe to the fact that clinical trials will be in Trinidad and Tobago one day, and your participation will directly help in improving cancer research.
Dr. Nimrod said mental health is really important for patients diagnosed with cancer. She emphasized that this is one area that needs to be addressed locally, adding that her organization aims to fill that gap.
$150,000 US towards providing two things. One is to actually offer free genetic testing to persons at risk for different types of cancers. In particular, we know that younger women are being affected by breast cancer in particular, and sometimes the cost can be prohibitive. And then the second one, which is going to be our flagship event, is opening a 24/7 cancer call center.
CAOH will host a Cancer Walk, Kids Zone, concert and telethon themed Cancer is Everyone's Business on October 14th, 2023. The day's festivities will run from 1 p.m. to midnight at the Queen's Park Savannah in Port of Spain.
Further afield, Senegalese authorities brought home 37 migrants who were rescued off the coast of Cape Verde last week after their boat was stranded without fuel in the Atlantic Ocean for weeks. More details in this report.
Senegal on Monday evening, migrants who were stranded for weeks in the ocean. They were rescued off the coast of Cape Verde last week. Their boat, which left Senegal on July 10th, had run out of fuel and drifted in the Atlantic Ocean. They were found by a Spanish fishing vessel on August 16th. There had been 101 passengers on board. Only 38 survived. Senegal's Foreign Affairs Minister, Annette Seck, said just 7 bodies have been recovered so far. On Monday evening, some of the survivors, mainly from the fishing village of Fasboy, were taken off a plane on stretchers, too weak to stand. One, Seck said, was not yet in a condition to travel. Thousands of migrants brave the hundreds of miles of ocean separating Africa from Europe each year. Summer is the busiest period for such crossings, in search of better livelihoods that too often end in tragedy.
A reminder of the headlines when we return. This is GBN. A reminder of the headlines. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell calls on community members to reclaim their neighborhoods. The opposition, New National Party, renews call for collaboration to address rising crime following recent shooting at Egmont. The Grenada Tourism Authority reports favorable visitor arrivals for the carnival season. Also in the news, regionally, outside help could be sought if needed in Montego Bay Airport shutdown audit. Internationally, Senegal brings back migrant boat tragedy survivors. Plus in the sports news, Grenada's Karani James in the 400-meter final of World Championships. We wish him the very best, likewise, of course, the rest of Team Grenada. That's all from us in the newsroom. Thank you for choosing GBN. Have a good night.